Imagine this. You're offered a choice: stay alive by keeping quiet, or die for refusing to betray what you believe in. Most of us would take life, but Socrates, he chose death. So, who was this man who preferred poison over silence? And why, 2,400 years later, are we still talking about him? Socrates was born in Athens around 470 BCE. His father was a stonemason, his mother a midwife. Nothing about his beginnings suggested greatness. In fact, people laughed at him. He was short, barefoot, poorly dressed, with a face so odd. Children made fun of him in the streets. But here's the thing. Socrates didn't care. He believed the only beauty that mattered was the beauty of the soul. He fought bravely as a soldier in the Peloponnesian War. He endured hunger, cold, and wounds without fear. But after the war, instead of chasing wealth or power like everyone else, he chose something stranger, spending his days asking people questions. Here's how it worked. A politician might boast about his wisdom. Socrates would ask, "What is justice?" The man would answer confidently. Then Socrates would poke holes in the answer, one question at a time, until the man admitted he didn't really know. A general might claim to know what courage is. Socrates would ask, "Then why do reckless men die so easily?" Again, silence. This method, the Socratic method, wasn't about proving he was smarter. It was about showing that true wisdom begins when you admit you don't know everything. That's why when the oracle at Delphi declared Socrates the wisest man in Athens, he was shocked. He tested the oracle's words by questioning everyone: politicians, poets, craftsmen, and every time he found the same result. They thought they knew, but they didn't. Socrates concluded that he was only wise because he knew that he knew nothing. But this made him dangerous. Powerful men felt humiliated. Young students admired him too much. And Athens, wounded after losing a war, wanted stability, not questions. So, in 399 BCE, Socrates was put on trial for the charges of corrupting the youth and disrespecting the city's gods. In his defense, he didn't beg for mercy. He told the jury that he was a gadfly, a small insect sent by the gods to sting Athens awake. He declared, "The unexamined life is not worth living." The jury found him guilty. And here's the dramatic part. They offered him a chance to escape death. He could stop teaching and walk free. But Socrates refused. He believed betraying his mission would be worse than dying. So he calmly accepted the sentence: death by drinking poison hemlock. Plato, his student, described the final moments. Socrates joked with his friends, comforted them, and when he drank the poison, he reminded them to pay a small debt he owed to a healer. Even in death, he thought of duty. Moments later, he lay down, and as the numbness spread through his body, he passed away. Socrates left no books, no wealth, no monuments, but his courage, his questions, and his refusal to compromise gave birth to Western philosophy. His student Plato would write his ideas, and Plato's student Aristotle would expand them. Through them, Socrates changed the world. Today, every time you challenge authority, every time you ask why, instead of just accepting things, you are walking in his footsteps. Socrates' life teaches one timeless lesson: truth matters more than comfort. So here's my question for you, the kind Socrates himself might ask. If your life were examined today, what would it reveal?